Oh my, look at that frame of brood there. Okay, well it is Tuesday, June 10th, and it's about 4 p.m. The apiary, well, it is buzzing. Literally bees flying everywhere. Now what I plan on doing here today is I need to come over, and the colony that I have next to the swarm, I did move the swarm here, so it spent about a week at my place, and then I moved it here last night. If that colony does not have a queen, I'm going to do a paper combine. Simple as that. I'm not playing around with that, okay? And then I'm going to go through here, check on another colony here. Do they need space? I'm going to just make sure that all these colonies are progressing along as they should. Now, the front row, we've only got one colony that is not in a second box. That is this Apimaye. I will probably put that on just so that this front row can kind of go on cruise control. Now, I'm going to have, well, some other updates coming up in the very next video. So if you have not clicked that like, subscribe, and all that stuff, can you do that for me? The next video, I can't tell you all that right now. You're just going to have to watch the next video. Now, let's go ahead and get in this colony. I'm curious to see what it shows us. I don't know. I haven't been in it. The weather's been lousy. Today is nice. I want to see some bees. All right, well, I'll say I have I have my Apisolus smoker. I have their brand new formula here. It does not smell bad. I want to find a queen. Nothing there. Now, if I see any eggs in here, that means that there is a mated queen. Now, if that is the case, well, I'm going to have to shimmy this swarm over just a little bit, just to give some room in between these colonies, because I don't like them being that close together. I mean to tell you, pollen on here, that's literally all they've been doing is foraging on pollen. Little cup there. Well, they're backfilling that with nectar, so that tells me there probably is not a queen. Yeah, I don't see any brood in there. It's just being backfilled. Nothing here. So this is probably going to get a paper combine. It's going to be a little bit of work, but that's okay. Just I'm not playing around with these colonies anymore when they do this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these frames to a box that I have behind it, and then I'm going to move my other colony over. Now, once these bees combine over, I will basically go through and select the best frames, and I'll keep the 10 best frames in the deep, and then the others are going to go, they're going to go into storage. Oh, look at that. Look at the cups on there. That's a frame of brood right there. Yeah, they're going to like this extra room. Wow. I mean, you know, this is the power of swarms right here. These frames were all empty when I put them in, and there's eggs down in there. These are built out. That's just the power of swarms. I mean, they are fantastic comb builders. Okay, well, in a sense, what I just did was I took the swarm that I collected, and they are in this bottom box. The other colony that, well, I did not see any signs of brood, anything, they are up here. Now, what I'm going to do is, with that paper in between there, they will chew that paper out, and once they're done with that, like right now they want to fight, and they're saying, hey, who are you? And they're going to want to fight and all that. When they're done chewing through that paper, they'll be friends. They will sort things out, and then this colony will be a queen right colony. Now, I will end up taking this deep off. Those frames that are in there with all that pollen, I'll go through and make this look the best. They will have the best 10 frames, and then they will get a super added on right away so that they can work this. So within a couple days, I'm going to need to come back over and take this deep off and add a medium, And then I'll probably end up putting 2 just because of the size of this and with the amount of bees on here. So it will get a queen excluder and 2 supers probably in another couple days. I'm just going to get in here into this colony just to see if they're working this top box any. And wow. Well, I guess that answers my question. Oh yeah, they're starting to draw comb out there. That's nice. That's all fresh comb there. I see some eggs in there, so my queen has moved up. Now, like I said before, what I typically do when I'm doing this single brood management is it's kind of like a hybrid, because I will let them have 2 boxes for a certain duration, and then I will put on a queen excluder. This super that's right here, I will never harvest from that. Yeah, I see eggs down in there too. So that's good. I like what I see right here. Building that also. Nice. I like it. Look at that. All those ants that were in here. It's nothing now. Cinnamon works wonders. Now, seeing as how this colony here does not have all of its frames drawn out, what I can do is when I shift resources on the combination that I just did, I can move a frame or 2 up here because I'm going to have extra frames back there. So while they don't have all of their frames completely built, that's going to soon be remedied. Oh my, look at that frame of brood there. Yeah, look at that. So preparation for this brood hatch, I'm going to go ahead and add on its 2nd box. That's fantastic. I mean, that's 3 solid frames. Yeah, eggs, larvae all across there as well. Larvae, eggs on there. Now, this next frame here, I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting that out of here. This frame is from Bee Castle, and it will need re-waxed. So I'm going to have to take that off of there and re-wax that. But let me drop this frame over here. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to plop it right in the middle and let them build this out. And then I'll have to grab another frame to add into this. All right, well, my resource colony that I have here, I need to split this thing. The colonies that are in here, the queens are, well, they are exceptional queens, and I don't want to lose either of them. So I'm basically going to make this into 2 full colonies. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you look at the bees over there. They are literally boiling out of there. So this other side, it's going to get put into the Apimaye, and I'm going to move this. Now, I would put this into a full 10 frame box, but I ran out of bottom boards. So well, there's my queen. So I'm going to have to grab more bottom boards. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transfer these frames into that deep and just move that over. I mean, you look at the bees on here. It just is packed. And, you know, I'm hoping that my queen is in here. So I'm going to get into this colony here that I split just to check and see how they are progressing along. Wow, look at the bees up top there. And I'm not even going to look at these supers. I'm just going to crack them. No need to look at them. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Well, there's weight on there. That's good. It looks like they're capping honey. I gotta look at this. Oh yeah. That's solid. Solid. Holy Moses. We're in a flow. Wow. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, the number of bees in this colony is just astronomical. Fantastic population. All right, so right there what I see is a fully emerged out cell. So I've got most likely a virgin running around this colony. Now, she could even be on a mating flight. I mean, it's hard to say. As calm as what these bees are, though, almost makes me think that there is a mated queen in here. Yeah, you look at how mellow and calm this colony here is. It just, this is what I enjoy right here. All right, well, didn't see anything, but, you know, like I said, I could have a virgin run around in here, and with the number of bees in here, I might have just missed her. So I'll put this back together. Well, the work in the apiary is done. Now, every colony that I have in my front row is solid with 2 boxes. There's a deep and there's a medium. That is the single brood configuration that I run. I have another colony up front here in the 7-frame Apimaye. In the back, I have one colony that's in a single box, but that is a split that I did, so that is fine. But all the rest of them, they are in multiple boxes now. The resource colony that I had, well, that setup is gone, and it is now in a 10-frame Endura Hive wax dipped. The queen that was with that package, fantastic, so I just put them in their own colony. All the rest, they're doing great. Now, as you see, this colony here, well, there are 4 supers. This bottom super, I will never harvest, but these 2 are filled. This one was brand new, so yes, I am making honey. My other colonies here, well, I probably will have to add another box. So I'm hoping if I can get, well, 9 or 10 supers from this early harvest this year, for what I suffered last year, if I got 9 or 10 supers, well, I'm going to get a couple 100 pounds of honey. So, oh man, you guys have no idea how happy to expand the yard and have a couple colonies that produce for me. Whew, it's a good feeling. So 2025, folks, I've already said it's going to be a fantastic year. So looking at it right now, I mean, there is a buzz in Castle Hives Apiary again, folks. So y'all take care, and until the next one.